We join the super legit crew before the show as they combat the 90-plus degree weather in LA.
Hey, can I ask one question before we do? Will,
Yes.
what is that behind you, dude?
What you mean? On which side?
The flap.
Oh, it's a curtain letting some air in.
Letting the air in.
It's just to the outside.
Yes.
Yeah.
Whatever that is.
Did you think it was?
I thought it was another portal. I don't know how the man lives. I don't know what his world is.
Do you have to have
There is
oven
a
on?
light in the dark triangle.
It's still like 95
It does.
outside. Why?
That's a Rocky Horror Story.
Yeah.
Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Super Legit Podcast. I am your host, Jet Kaufman, and
It's Jet. He's really here. That's Jet.
it is.
Oh
I
my
made it.
God.
Oh my god. I'm so happy to be here, guys.
Jet
Autograph,
Kaufman
please?
from the Super Legit Podcast.
That's the one. Can we ask for autographs? Is that
Finally
cool?
getting all the recognition that I desperately needed. Well, let's kind of off real quick. Who we've got surrounding us? We've got Chris Compton. We've got Josh Spence. We've got Sean Michael Boozer. Chris Sanders.
Hi.
Michael Hyman.
Hey,
Jen Burton. Yeah, I'm moving fast this
I know,
week.
you
guys
didn't
do
let
not
Chris
have
say
time
anything.
to respond. No, I didn't want him to, honestly. I just, gross. We have the return of Will Reyes. Hey, Will.
Hey,
Woohoo.
hey.
I let Will speak. That was nice of me.
He's a
Thank
good
you.
guy.
And joining us for the first time, we have Cozi Orlen. Hi, Cozi.
Hi, how's everybody doing?
What's up, dude?
Oh, okay. Everybody, now you have to respond to Cozi and tell him how you're doing.
Individually.
I am
yeah.
well, Cozy. Thank you for allowing time for the answer, like a gentleman. I appreciate
course.
that.
I was hoping we'd all just answer at once.
Yeah,
can do that.
that's what I was counting on, but you guys are too polite, and it's not working for me. It's time to stop being polite and start getting real.
Finally.
Do that with our question this week.
I've heard that somewhere.
What's a strong opinion you had that you reversed later in life?
I have one of those.
Oh, sweet.
Yay.
So exciting,
So-
right?
Yes.
Yeah. A little complicated, but fun. So when I was a kid, my dad used to know everybody. He was like a big talker, and I always saw him doing like bit conversations with everybody. So in my mind, I was like, bit conversations are the most fun. They are the ideal version of conversations. Then when I grew up, I realized that it's, for at least for me, it's a mix of bits and like honest emotional stuff. And like weaving
Yes.
sort of seamlessly in and out between the two. And I'm like, that's ideal conversation for me.
Sean Michael, have you learned that one yet?
I have not. You know, I live in a world of bits.
Yeah.
And so,
100% bits.
like when somebody's like, "Hey, dude, my dad just died." I'm like, I don't get it.
What's the angle? Yeah.
I'm with you on the premise, but I don't see the funny. What's happening here?
Good
It's
base
actually-
reality. Cool.
Yeah.
A friend of mine's husband is the nicest human being in the world, and I've been trained on bits so long that I can never quite believe he's just a nice person. Every time he'll say, you guys are so funny. You guys are so great. And I'm like, wait for it. Come
What's
on.
coming up?
Here it comes. Here it comes. Oh, you're just a human being who is good to other human beings.
Oh, I've run into that before.
when Josh and I were on our
Yeah.
first improv team together, like it was,
That's my story.
it's never changed, but we quickly realized that when you're in a group of improvisers, there's nothing serious that can happen. Like, so we'd have chat sessions and we're trying to get business going. Like we're trying to schedule something. We're trying to decide if we're available for a show, whatever. And it's just all bits. And we created the hashtag not all bits. What was it? No
It was just no
bits.
bits. It was just no
bits.
bits.
Yes. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. God, I
fuck,
lost
dude?
track of it because we gave up on it a long time ago because it wasn't that didn't work either because hashtag no bits eventually started becoming a bit of its own.
Right. Hashtag not all bits was a hashtag made by defensive misogynist jokes, right?
I was
Yes.
going to say, like,
Yes.
hashtag back the bits. It's terrible. All bits matter. I hate it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Let's go,
thin
Brandon.
blue
It's,
bits.
Bit energy, though, is very real. Like
Mm.
Kristen Wiig has bit energy. So whenever she's in a movie that's serious, I'm just
Yeah.
waiting for her to do something ridiculous. And I cannot, it doesn't matter what she's doing. I just am always awaiting.
Is that
The
bit
humorous-
energy or is that big bit energy?
Depends on how big of a celebrity you are.
Yes.
I mean, big bet energy.
I
She
could
does
see
that
her doing
one
an
voice
entire
all
production
the
of
time.
Romeo and Juliet, and then just as her character dies, bam, punchline. I knew this was
I
coming.
think of Zombieland. I think of Zombieland when Bill Murray is dying and she bursts into laughter because it's like you can't watch Bill Murray die and not find it funny because it's Bill Murray. Everything he does is funny. You just assume it's a bit.
Spoiler alert.
One of my favorite death scenes, since we're talking about death scenes now, is that Deadpool 2 when he dies and dies and dies, and it becomes so unfunny. It becomes funny again.
Right.
So well done. The editing is great. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, when you hit a joke so hard that it loses everything, and then the fact that it lost everything becomes what's funny about the joke.
I believe that the Three Stooges.
Super.
Okay, we have your dual plot cemetery set up, ready to go. Just one thing: when we start creating the tombstone, what would you like as your last words? Just so we can have it ready to go.
I just got to jump in here. Right, it's a dual plot. So this is an A plot and a B plot.
Which is the concern I have. Being conjoined twins, I don't know how we're supposed to fit in there unless you cut us apart.
Which one of us gets the A plot and which one of us gets relegated to the B plot? It's less time. It's less screen time. I mean, yes, sometimes the B plot gets the funnier jokes, but not always.
Guys, we've been doing this for 9 hours.
I have an itch on my side of my face. Can you use your arm?
Here you go.
Thank you.
Okay, there you go. That feels better for me too. So how are we going to work this out? I mean, maybe we get. Can you get us one of those? Those paint mixers that flip over. Can we build out one of those and just basically flip which plot we're in on like a weekly basis?
So you want it to be? You want episodic burial plots? That's what you're saying.
I mean, realistically, yeah, we get equal billing. We get equal billing. Just because one of us is the B plot one week doesn't mean we can't lead the next one.
Mr. Jenkins, I want you to know that I have spent...
Sorry, which of us are you referring to?
Nope, that's my fault. That's my fault. Ross Jenkins.
Oh, okay.
Ross.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
I thought you were talking to my brother.
You know what? I forgot his name. I'm sorry.
Harold. His name is Harold. I only just said it a minute ago.
You know what?
And we've been clients of yours for some time to plan out a burial plot for conjoined twins. I don't think you have too many of those, do you, sir? We have walked through. We took a tour of your cemetery.
All you need to do is lie.
Hold on,
conjoined twin
Ross.
plot. I'm sorry. You're right.
Before you get all worked up, we did not repeat my name 3 times. And it's a cardinal rule of writing. You repeat the name 3 times if you expect people to remember it. All right, Ross? All right, Ross? You got it, Ross?
I got it, Harold.
Okay.
Cut to the headstone carving. All right, so you want me to carve this how many times so people remember?
It's 3. It's 3.
I'm sorry, I don't think there's going to be enough room for that and sad baby angels. Which do we cut?
Oh, God, you're going to make me choose. You're going to make editors. Editors. It's always the editors. They're always taking out the best material.
Here's the thing.
Ross, what do you think?
Could you put name tags on the baby angels?
We got room for 2 names on each baby angel, but if we make any more room, it's not going to look like a baby anymore. It's just going to look like an adult angel, and no one wants to see that on the tombstone.
I mean, how many people want to come see a conjoined twin burial site, huh?
I was pretty excited personally.
Oh, all right. Well,
but that's because I never had to do a double headstone like this before. This is a new thing for me, like, in terms of my career.
Oh, yeah, our parents are already dead, so we didn't really have anybody that was going to come visit the site anyways, but boy, if you're going to visit the plot...
I'll be here to see my work.
I would defer it to your preference then.
Wow, I've never been given this much freedom when it comes to making a headstone. You know what I'm going to do?
You don't get to tell our guy what to do. Like, I have to charge you now for the Seinfeld sound pack of bass synths. You have to run that through me, guys. Harold and Ross.
Oh, good. Oh, thank you. I was waiting for the recognition there. I'm sorry, but we're the customers here. I mean, realistically, it's our tombstones, it's our plots. We're the ones you got to make happy here. You want us to jump through hoops for this? What is this?
I've done some research on you guys.
It's a little ableist.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Asking conjoined twins to jump through hoops. But
can I add that you wanted to split the baby angels in half?
Well, no, okay. To be clear, we wanted to put one on each side, and then we wanted, a clear line between the two, so they're still attached around the words. It's as though, we've been spread apart, but we're always together. And it's a funny image. Who's ever seen a conjoined angels? I mean, there's a stereotype of God makes everything perfect, but obviously that's not the case. So if there can be conjoined humans, there could be conjoined angels. Honestly, if you read the Bible and you read the description of angels, they're pretty freaking horrifying. We're being really nice to them by letting them look like nice babies. Like wheels within wheels and all this shit.
I 100% apologize. You're right. You guys are the customer. You guys go first. This is going to be forever immortalized.
You said customer singular. We are two people.
No. There was.
So, God, I know this is just a first pass on the Bible, but here's the story. I feel like we spend so much time with the humans and what's going on with them, and there's literally no B story. Who else are we following?
Well, I mean, we could throw some angels in there if you want.
Yeah.
Or maybe some, technically there are some humans that have some saintly powers.
Look, God is coming over for dinner tonight, and this has to go perfect.
Legit.
All right.
I'm going to pause real quick here. Cozi, can we play with your microphone again? It's still pretty hot.
Oh lordy, yes.
Can we try bringing the gain down again and just?
Yes,
I think also because you automatically talk louder when you're in a scene, which is reasonable.
Do.
But let's adjust for it.
Terrible.
That's very, very, very low.
Oh geez. Well then, how about 88?
Yeah, miles per hour. Great.
Well, yell like you're in a scene now.
I'm in a scene now.
Yes. Beautiful. Okay. That's our magic spot right there. All
Typical Cozi. Thank you.
Yes. Yeah, it's funny with what we were saying, getting in the scene with all of the religion too. I remember getting on an airplane years ago with a seatmate who yes, we are back in, Sean Michael. Yes. I just naturally just went right into it. I figured everybody would pick up on that real quick.
Well, I just like an action just so I know what's happening because I'm still over at craft services. Should I come back in?
Yes. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, for those of you, since you can't see it on the podcast,
yes.
SMB had begun to eat a 6-foot sandwich.
Yes.
I was impressed.
His emergency sandwich.
Yeah. I eat like a snake though, so it's all one unhinged jaw movement. So it's down. We're good. I'm back.
He has an OnlyFans page.
Impressive.
I find it inspirational.
Some say disturbing. Some say beautiful. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I was on an airplane once many years ago. I was probably like 20, 21, and I sat down next to someone who I think she said like she was the first female cop in the town she was in some obscure place. Like she had these really cool stories and everything. And then she starts asking me about my religious beliefs. And I was then, and I'm still an atheist. And she proceeded to tell me how, oh, don't worry, you'll find God in time.
Wow.
Everybody does. and like she was basically condescending to me about the fact that, I didn't believe in God once, but you definitely will find God eventually, just like I did. And
whoa,
I mean, I'm
you're
40
saying you were
now.
talking to I'm sorry, there was a condescending cop? That seems impossible.
Yes. So, I'm not dead yet, so I can't really speak for what's going to happen in the future, but I'm double that age. And if anything, I've become only stronger in my lack of religious beliefs. And so far, nothing. It also has not affected me in any way that I can tell.
When you're dead, you'll know.
I don't know if you've heard that there's a pandemic, and I think it's possible that you caused it.
I always think it's possible I caused it, yes.
Jet, did you used to believe in God?
No.
So you didn't answer the question.
Wait, which question?
Your question.
No, he was just speaking on religion.
Yeah.
All this confusion could have been eliminated if you just said, "I'm going to start speaking now."
That's it.
SMB has gone back to eating the sandwich.
Yes. As a matter of fact, we don't even have a co-host to supplant.
Oh my God, you're right. I not
totally
remind everyone.
The co-host.
Yeah. No, we have Michael Hyman on the show. He is our co-host.
I think we just found out that God is his co-host. Is that right?
I mean, which is why I'm not hearing anything from him.
Wait, you will. You will.
Yes.
Isn't that Pat Robertson's bumper sticker?
Yes.
Yes.
Host of the 700 Club, folks.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Just in case.
Is he still alive?
Yeah. He is.
He is still alive.
Yes.
Yeah.
Barely, right?
Man,
probably barely.
Kind of always barely, really.
Yeah. You know those people who were old when you were young?
Yes.
And when they were young?
Like Wilford Brimley, yes. Yeah.
The last time I watched that show was maybe 1997, and he already looked like he drank from the wrong grail. So, I can't imagine what he is at this point.
Proving the old adage, only the good die young.
I think he wrote that adage. That's how old he is all.
I think he's holding out to be a Skeletor in the He-Man reboot. So he's just waiting.
Oh,
there we go.
Yeah.
I'm in
perfect. Perfect for the role. Absolutely. I just got to get that voice a little squeakier, which also it's a sidetrack, but that question has been on my mind lately. When did cartoons switch from all of the villains sounding like this to all the villains having the deep voice? Because it was like in that time period, all of the really evil characters had that voice.
Well,
what was
Frank
that
Welker had to change his voice at some point.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I'm curious.
I think I literally just finished watching The Wizard of Oz. With
Any good?
My daughter who'd never seen it. Yeah. Spoiler alert.
Oh, geez.
It's in color at one point.
But much more interested now.
But like that, I want to say that evil villain voice in cartoons is all the witch voice from The Wizard of Oz, because it is like the most like archetypal like version of terrifying screechy voice that even I, as the movie started, I'm like, we should throw our dog away. So yeah, I think the minute we like got home video and found other things to watch, that may be when we moved over.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That movie's terrifying. I don't know why they show that movie to children. It's the scariest movie that's ever happened. There's flying monkeys. Like a woman is squished by a house
in the first,
and then her legs shrivel up like two little curlicues, which does not happen in real life. But if you're a small child and you're watching that movie, you're like, can that happen? I don't know.
Also, there's a lion in it. That's terrifying.
Yes.
The lion is the least scary thing in this movie. That's how scary this movie is.
What was your daughter's take on it? Did she find it terrifying?
She was pretty chill. We'd read the book already, and so she was not. There was like one moment where she was like, "This is why I said I didn't want to watch this movie." She hadn't, but like, it expressed a very clear sense. And then she was good. She
what was the moment that she didn't want to watch?
It was when it's the witch and the flying monkeys, like watching them in the crystal ball.
I mean, that's horrifying, right? I mean,
and the flying monkeys,
like
they're not just terrifying; they have unmoving mask faces.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
like that's like straight up horror movie villain.
That's awesome.
I love that she was mostly in like fear and like just strong reaction to the Big Brother idea of being watched more than the actual terrifying monkeys and witch coming after me. Somebody's watching me.
Yeah.
No,
she was waiting for one of them to say, "Hey, Google."
Good instincts on her part, though. Absolutely. Yeah.
I have to say, like the thing that I used to believe that has changed is I no longer believe intentions matter in any way, shape, or form.
Ooh, I like that.
Like I think like when I was younger, like that whole like, no, I mean like I was trying to like, look, I know that things turn out badly, but I was trying to do good. Like it doesn't really matter. Like bad intentions make things worse. But like if you harm someone and then you say, I was trying to do something good, you're basically just saying you hit somebody and said, look, I could have kicked you too.
Yes.
And so but it's very freeing to not give a shit about intentions, because you can just say it means for me too. If I fuck up and hurt somebody, it's yeah, I fucked up and hurt you. End of story. I'm sorry, I'll do better, but stuff. I'm not going to explain myself. But
the road to hell is
because that's 90% of conversations is intentions.
Yeah.
Or if you're an atheist, the road to nowhere.
The road to down the street.
But you'll find that road one day.
Very realistic. The road to Pacoima is paved with good intentions.
There's the title. That's fun.
I have one that's very kind of material, sort of, or very basic about I don't know why I always give a preamble to every time there's a question.
Intentions don't matter.
You're right. Look, this is well intended, and I'm leading you all to hell with this long-winded introduction. I used to think it was really weird that Mr. Rogers would come home and change into comfortable shoes and a sweater. And now I do it the minute that I walk in the door.
Yes.
I have special comfy pants that I put on and special comfy shirt and my slippers and different socks. And part of it is the pandemic of that's outside clothes and these are indoor clothes.
Just go barefoot? Why do you?
I don't like barefoot. I have hardwood floors,
not hardwood, but
floors
you don't want to
and I have area carpets and stuff, but I like to have my feet encased and hugged all the time. I don't like sandals.
Same.
I don't like flip-flops. I like my feet to be, they really only see the light of day when I am showering, and they're blinded and blinding for that matter. Their
feet are essentially prehensile shame.
Yes. They're my former monkey hands, and now they live in socks all the time. Anyway, that's my long-winded one.
Super.
Next time, my pretty. Next time. All right. Would somebody bring me my slippers?
Which slippers do you want?
Oh, Jesus Christ! Don't surprise me. I don't care. They're just the comfortable ones. Bring me the comfy ones.
I'll bring you the green ones.
Fine. My fault for not specifying. I'll take the damn green ones. This place. So much work.
Do you want your tea, mistress?
Yes, I want my tea. Of course I want my tea.
Here you are.
Where's the honey?
I'm so sorry. We're out of honey.
What? Out of honey?
One of the other monkeys was supposed to go into town and pick stuff up, and they forgot.
Were you watching
That was me, and I'm sorry.
I didn't want to out you. I didn't want to out Slurp that he forgot.
So hi, this is Julio from Instamonkey. I'm here to try to get your honey, but they don't have it, the one that you're looking for. Apparently they don't have any honey that's made from the tears of children, miss. What would you have me do?
Do they have honey made from the tears of teenagers? I can settle. Adolescents?
Here's a picture of a agave blend honey and
Hold on, the photo's not loading yet. Oh. It says connecting to chat network. What does that mean?
I don't know.
I'll use the globe. Hold on a second. All right. Which target are you at? Is it the one on Rinaldi?
No, it's the one in the Ironwoods.
Okay.
It's closer to my location.
All right. Okay. Oh, there you are. All right.
Yes. You can retract that.
Honey. Yeah. I don't know. Have you had it before? Is it any good?
So our revenues are way down this year, and I think it's because we're a website that has one-on-one conversations with everyone before delivering them food. So you see how our employee overhead is way up near the ceiling, and then Amazon seems to actually go down below zero.
Okay, yeah, I got that. I'm not great with numbers. I'm more of a big ideas guy, but
that's why you're in the suite. That's why you're in the C-suite.
You're telling me this is not good.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So not making money is not good.
Okay. So what we should do...
think outside of the box, but we're very comfortable in that particular box of money being good.
So we're more interested in the cash box than being outside of the box.
Yes.
Is what I'm hearing.
Because if we are outside of that box, then we will live in a different box.
Would it help,
ma'am, miss? I'm trying. Look, I'm just trying to get out of this Target. They just have slippers. They don't have slippers with like anti-crinkle technology. I don't know what that is. Like, did you just take regular slippers? They're slippers, ma'am. They kind of fold, but they're not going to roll up like a tube of toothpaste when you're done with it. Like,
then what's the point? This is the theatrics of it. We all need theatrics. I'm a witch.
I'm just going to check out. I'm just going to check out.
Oh, all right. Someone doesn't want their tip.
No, it was.
My finger's hovering over the no tip button.
I mean, seriously, they're communicating in person, yet they're also using the buttons. Like it seems like this could be even just taking the computer out of the equation would save us something.
Okay, I hear what you're saying. I'm not a buttons guy. I'm a dials guy, but I hear what you're saying, and I'm hearing you say that the buttons are not great. Am I correct?
Right. I mean, and I would say the dials are not great, but I'm not a recording engineer from the 70s. So we actually have moved to a pretty much 100% button culture. If you look up here, our button usage is way up there, and that's Amazon's really is right high. Next to ours. Because really that's the amount of button use that everyone is using. See, that is a list of all companies, and it's just a straight line. It's basically a wall of bars.
I'm going to look at this wall of bars and say to myself, button, who's got the button? Is that helping?
So I'm going to level with you. That's catchy. Did you write that?
I think I might have. A lot of things come to me in dreams.
Okay.
That might have been a dream. That might have been just inspiration.
Well, that's why you're here in the C-suite.
Thank you. Listen, would it help if I told you my intention was to do a great job today?
You know, it did.
Thank you.
All right. Now, you're right. I'm going to back off. You do think outside of the box.
I quite honestly, I'm going to be honest with you 100%. I don't even know where the box is. So
that's why you're in the C-suite. You are not constrained by knowing things.
All honesty, I'm only here because my dad is well connected.
Son, it's okay.
This tip dial that they've added is very confusing, but I think I have it down on 0. I'm ready to click the dial. I don't know what I do with the dial when I set it, but point being, you better get me those slippers.
All right, I'll figure it out.
The dial's going up.
Okay, what is the name of your delivery service again, sir? Monkey Delivery. What's the delivery name?
It's a Monkey Deliver. What's the delivery name?
Thank you. I'm actually talking to the Monkey Deliverer guy.
Sorry.
It is called InstaMonkey.
InstaMonkey. All right.
Spelled MUNKEE, like the guitars from Korn.
Great. You know what? Maybe delivery guy, you can bring the attitude down. You work as a delivery guy. We are security guys for the witch. Okay, so maybe the attitude, not so much. Let me look over the list here. What do you got?
I get to go into town.
You got slippers. I'm sorry?
Nope, nothing. Yeah, I got.
You got the slippers.
Anti-crinkle slippers, not the anti-crinkle. Those are for Santa. Sorry, keep going.
We're talking about the anti-roll-up, right?
Yes. They don't.
Okay, wait. Hold on. Why would you 4 buckets of water? Why would you bring 4 buckets of water?
You know what? Have you noticed?
That's like acid to her. Why would you? There's no way she ordered this.
But
you think we just have buckets of water sitting around here when it's lethal to her?
Flirp.
What's going on?
You need to order 4 buckets of water. She's been a real witch lately, and I think we should do something about it, is what I'm trying to say.
Okay, I like your plan, and it's a great idea. I'm in.
Okay, great.
Yeah, no issue with me.
Look at you go with that app. You're really poking in all the numbers. You know that app better than I do.
Yeah, honestly, I'm on here a lot ordering random stuff. It's pretty fun.
That's great. You have so much more technology. She won't let me learn anything. She just wants to keep me a dumb flying monkey, which is why I want to quit. But now I'm just more interested in this killing her idea. Maybe we could just live here with all the other monkeys.
I think that's a great idea.
Sparkle, is this a book I found in your room?
Damn it. I don't know. I've never seen a book.
That was good. That was a good cover.
Thank you.
There's also a book joke. Sorry.
Oh, I don't understand.
That's
my
okay.
First time owning a book.
You're going to get a lot of book puns once you understand what books are more.
I can't wait. When she's dead, I'm going to learn.
Cut to when she understands a lot of book puns.
Oh my God. I'm thinking back to that book pun you did. That was hilarious.
Thanks so much. I mean, now that you have the spine for it, I feel like you're really nailing it.
I got that now.
Yeah. I laughed at myself back then. I was like, this is almost as good.
It's very good. Yes. You really took a page out of the book pun book.
Oh my gosh. You are doing so well with this. Oh, you're like, oh my gosh. This is amazing.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I wonder when those buckets of water are going to get here. It feels like it's been at least a year because I've learned how to read.
All right. So it seems like we've been talking for like an hour. A year.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'm not great with time. But these buckets, you know what? I'm just going to allow them in because I'm actually growing very weary of this conversation.
Great. If you notice her skin, it's green. Like it's an H2O problem.
Well, it's more of an allergy problem because she never really bathes. And so she uses just a topical solution, and that encourages moisture, but not water. It seals it in as far. It's like a retinol type thing. I don't really understand.
Oh, okay.
And that's my really long rewrite of Wicked. What do you think?
I have to say, as a Hollywood producer, that is the best play I've ever read.
Ah, thank you so much. Okay, great. So when do I get all of the money?
Oh, plays don't make money.
Oh no. I've dedicated my whole life to this. No.
And that's the real horror story right there.
That actually happened when we were watching the movie. My daughter is like, why is the Wicked Witch of the West so mean? Mm-hmm. And then my wife begins to tell her the plot of Wicked, and I'm like, okay, whoa. Yeah. This is good. Yeah, just let's digest this one first before we get all meta.
I remember when I first saw Wicked, like I left that production, that theater going, my entire life is a lie. I've been fed propaganda for all these years. Like I really felt betrayed.
This is your like Howard's in Wizard of Oz.
Yes, exactly.
That's funny.
So we have we've got sponsors this week. We actually have 2 sponsors this week.
Yeah,
I'd love
baby.
Let's hear. Actually, Chris Sanders, I think you have our first one, and I'd love to hear what you brought us.
I do have one. It was sent in from the local rock station, the local rock and roll radio station.
Great.
Yeah, here it is right here.
What's up, ladies and genitals? It's your boy, Chris the Piss from the Elastic Ass Morning Zoo. If you're like me, you're a duder. And by duder, I mean duder. A lady duder. Or they, them duder. It's 2022, people. So you're a duder like me and you want to go out for a night on the town, but you just don't want to drive. History would say call an Uber. But guess what? Uber sucks. They know what they did, but the biggest sin of all, they don't drive like you. You'd ask the significant other, but they'll ruin everything that makes your car your car. And the kid can't drive because friends don't let friends drive drunk. It's time to install Duder, the app made for you because you're all that matters. Install the app, state your preferences, and we'll show up and drive you in your car your way. Are you enraged by drivers who only go the speed limit? We feel you. Do you lay on the horn the second the light turns green? No way, us too! Do you speed up for yellow lights, cut corners through gas stations, and consider rolling stops the only legal way to stop? Bro. I mean Duder! With Duder, you'll get all this without someone fucking up your ass groove, seat angle, or stereo presets. And all with the peace of mind that someone besides yourself finally knows how to fucking drive! At Duder, we aim for you to have your cake and eat it too, if eating in the car is allowed. Download the app and type PISS That's PISS in the code box to unlock me. No need for Spotify or Sirius. I'll live in your car, drive you around the way you want, and do the Elastic Ass Morning Show for you a cappella. Who knows? If things work out, we could become roommates and then best friends and live our lives like it was a funny sitcom. Room, garage, attic, I can fit in any space you have. Download Duder, because I need a place to live.
Make driving great again.
I have missed Chris the Piss. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
I am in.
It's so good to hear him back. And that service sounds fantastic.
He still got it.
Yeah, it's good he's finally bouncing back from that well-deserved divorce.
She earned it.
It's funny, that reminds me of a service that's not all that different that they have in China. When I was there running a program back in early 2019, and we went out with like some of the other people that brought us over, and they drove, and then we were like, everyone had drinks. It was like, oh, what are you gonna do? And they pulled up an app, and a guy rode in on a little motorized bicycle that folded up like the size of a suitcase, put it in their trunk, and then drove their car for them. So like,
I've heard
back to their home, like, okay, drive us home now. Drove them home. Now you have your car. And then he pulls out his little bike and drives away.
Wow.
Totally
I think
real.
They had that in the Bay Area here for a little while too.
Wow.
I have no idea if that's still going, but I think I remember hearing about a service like that. And so
I don't know what it was called. I don't know how many people are actually doing it, but it was incredible.
Sounds brilliant. Is that what you're advertising this week, Michael?
No, absolutely not. That would be fun and practical and ingenious. Those aren't the ads I get.
Oh, all right. Well, I'd love to hear from your advertiser.
Oh, you want to go back to back, huh?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Well, here's my product for the week. Okay, Boomer, know what you're thinking. All of your kids, your millennials, your Zoomers, your Gen Xers, they're all having fun, and your parents, the older people, they're having a great time in their home. There's nothing for you. Well, now with Monty Boomer's Revenge, there's a place where you can have fun just like you used to. At Monty Boomer's Revenge, you come in, you get your complimentary Pepto-Bismol to start the evening, and then you're going to have a great time. You're going to recapture that love and feeling by looking at our stock board that shows you all the mortgage rates from when you bought your home way back in the early 80s for nothing. Basically what you made in your part-time job. We'll take you back to a simpler time when you didn't have to do much work and everything is paid for, and now you can just look down on everyone who came after you and scoff at them and think, why aren't they working hard enough? Also, every night, we have our Pat Boone lookalike contest to really capture the old days. Everything was better when you were younger. It was easier. It was simpler. Because it really was. And you don't want to have to deal with the actual problems of the modern day or what's making your kids so upset. Fuck those shits. Have fun at Monty Boomer's Revenge.
They have the best catchphrase of any of your advertisers I've heard so far.
Yeah.
Fuck those shits.
Yeah.
That's great. Oh my goodness.
I feel like you could add that to almost any of our advertisers and it would work.
It's true.
I have to say, I'm a Gen Xer, and like the place we show up and they give you free Pepto-Bismol does sound pretty enticing.
God, that just makes me think of like local places like that, like local fun zones.
Mm-hmm.
Like I know there was a place in Tucson, Arizona where I grew up called Funtastics. And it was like the second funnest place after golf and stuff. So like it wasn't even nailing fun right.
Well,
it was
funny
close.
because in Santa Clarita they've got a store called the Fun Zone, which is their adult store.
Oh,
wow.
Perfect. Oh no,
so that's where all the sex
so
toys are. Yeah, so,
so much room for mistakes.
That is the Fun Zone.
Yeah, it's also it's a funny spot because that store is it's directly on one of the main streets in Santa Clarita. It's on Soledad Canyon Road, which is basically how you get anywhere, and all the parking is directly in front of the store on Soledad Canyon Road. So
unless you live on Lion.
Yes. Yeah. But yeah, so if anyone is going to that store, everyone who knows their card knows they're at that store.
Also, Josh, living on Lion sounds terrifying. I've seen The Wizard of Oz.
Right, man.
Josh,
exactly.
I think you had an answer for this one. I'd love to hear it.
Can you repeat the question again?
Yes, and I'm going to use this as a mea culpa opportunity too, because you called me out earlier on what I said, and I actually got myself confused. I thought I'd asked an entirely
Hold on, you're
different question than
apologizing
I had.
about something?
No, I'm pulling a mea culpa. I did not say apologize.
I thought our relationship was about to grow. Clear. Never mind. Yes. Sorry. Go
ahead. But yeah, to reiterate, the question was, what's a strong opinion you had that you reversed later in life?
A strong opinion that I had that I later reversed was that my opinion was the only opinion and that I was right about absolutely everything. Nice. I thought as a fucking teenager, I knew everything. Like, stupid parents, why didn't they do this instead of that? Stupid older people, why didn't you do this instead of that? Duh, my music's the best music and your music sucks.
That one's true, though.
But yeah, how is this any different than...
No, that's not. Come on, I have learned so much that my opinion is so like does not matter. It's almost like that's the idea. Awesome. It's like the idea of intent. Like, yeah, I have a thing. This is how I feel about something, but it's not like the absolute one right way, which is hard because when I was younger, man, I used to be able to bang out those music reviews and those movie reviews like it was nothing because I had one simple point of view that was my point of view, and then as I
and it's the right one.
Yeah. And then you're like, oh yeah, this is what the cinematographer was thinking. This is what this person was thinking. Hey, the film doesn't actually mean what you fucking thought it was. It's actually about something that's more existential. You're like, oh, I have some learning to do as a person. And then once you start like, hanging out with people that are smarter than you and have different insights than you and like totally change the way of thinking, you're like, oh my God, I have so much growing up to do. I hope I'm not behind on the curve.
Well, I feel like that's what aging is just this like, eventual epiphany of I too am a dumbass.
Yeah.
And like, so you've seen your own dumbass things you've done and you've seen where they led you to.
Yeah.
And you're like, maybe getting chocolate covered bacon from that place that's just been baking out in the sun all day leads to food poisoning. Okay, I'm a dumbass too.
Experience.
Hold on, where's the chocolate covered bacon place?
No.
If you follow the trail of vomit from my house to the state fair in 2017, you will find the answer to that question.
That is a bad use of a time machine.
That was a whole other episode, Cozi.
I listened to that one. That was like perfect.
It's sadly somewhere in the middle.
Yeah. I think it's almost like when you realize that like your parents are just people.
Oh yeah.
When you have that thing, because like I like raged against them so bad with my teenage angst, and like as we've talked about my dad at length in this podcast series, like I used to like just go to odds with him so much, and then I remember we were having like one fight about something. And like, I fucking was just sticking it to him with logic. Why'd you fucking we were in the middle of this pitched argument. I was like, you didn't do this, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just hitting him with all these logical points. And at one point he just looked at me almost at like the brink of tears. And he was like, I don't know, man. I'm just a fucking guy. I'm trying. And then you're like, wow. Oh, we're the same person. We're all trying to learn here. Oh,
yeah.
Which is good. I'm glad. I'm glad people still are, because I feel like there's also a stage of aging when you try not to learn anything and you calcify. Like not everybody, but a lot of people. So I'm always like, I don't ever want to be that guy.
Right.
Well, that's when I like the boomer, hey boomer commercial. Like whenever I hear people like this generation is good, that generation is bad. It's like, look, we will all eventually destroy everything. But like as in like I'm Gen X, and I hear like friends of mine like talking about how millennials have no work ethic, and you're like, now I believe our generation is called the slacker generation, and we were the people who invented being high at 7-Eleven.
Yes.
Like that was our contribution to world history. So like we have no place to be superior to anyone. Like every generation is the second worst generation, and that's how we evolve as people.
It is stunning to me watching the Gen X generation like put themselves up on this pedestal, because growing up as a kid, like the stereotype of the Gen Xers were, the X Games. Like, it was the people on skateboards who were up to no good. That's what Gen X was. It was that in MTV. They were watching The Real World, and it was Jackass, and it was skateboards, and it was these are the worst losers imaginable. And I don't know, I'm not saying that you can't grow and you shouldn't grow. Absolutely. But like the fact that they lost track of that and it's like, no, this generation is everything that everyone said about us. It's like, you got to reflect. Just reflect a tiny bit.
You know what? maybe we're the Nirvana generation, but there was way more of us being the Smash Mouth generation. So let's not get too high on our horse.
And the Pepsi generation.
Make fun of Smash Mouth all you want, but they have a line that says the years start coming and they don't stop coming. That's some heavy shit, my man.
I believe that's taken from a Stephen Hawking book.
Oh, is it the same book where Stephen Hawking said, "I'm just a guy"?
Yes.
Just a guy in a chair.
With a theory of everything.
I do remember, reading A Brief History of Smash Mouth.
Yeah.
It was short, but very meaningful.
One thing that I have realized, this is another thing I've changed on, is the difference between people who want to be right and people who want to feel right.
Ooh, yeah.
Because I think 90% of the world, and this is internet and social media in particular, is the desire to feel right. Whereas the desire to be right means saying I'm wrong maybe 150 times a day.
Yeah.
And just watching that over and over again, because that's how you calcify.
Yeah.
I don't actually want to be right. I just want to feel right while I'm yelling at clouds.
See, and that one speaks to the question for me. The original question that was a huge philosophy change for me, was absolutely moving from wanting to be right all the time to relishing finding out I was wrong, because when you find out you're wrong, you now get the opportunity to be right. It's that's a really cool opportunity. You get to learn and grow.
That's chapter 3 in Stephen Hawking's book.
If I can, Compton, I'm going to smash the thing you said in the beginning
and a mouth.
The thing you just said now, and I'm going to smash them in my mouth. So it's the difference between it's intent, asking to really understand or to know versus asking to challenge. So many people come at you to question you, and literally to question you, to challenge you, versus trying to understand. And the difference, you can ask the same question and you will come to a real answer if you're really coming from a place of trying to understand versus trying to challenge.
Yes.
People trying to play the devil's advocate is okay, so you picked the devil and said, I'll go one worse by being his Lord.
Yeah. And there's this whole thing, and this is of course a Joe Rogan staple, is the I'm just asking questions, which is what we on the internet call jacking off, JAQing off, because it's asking a question is not always just asking a question. Asking a question frequently is pointed. It is a direct way of telling somebody something in the guise of a question, or as you said, challenging someone. And again, I am not trying to put down the idea of asking questions. They're vital. But again, the question can actually be a statement, and it frequently is. And it is.
What do you mean by that, jackass?
Exactly.
Super.
Okay, Flying Monkeys, I'm glad that we're all here today for the annual Flying Monkey Buffet and Luncheon. Just one note before we kick off the festivities. By her request, the Wicked Witch has asked to participate in this year's buffet and activities. She also asked to be treated just like a regular flying monkey, so have fun! Yeah.
I want to clarify something. I just want to make sure we're not eating flying monkeys.
No. It's an employee.
You called it the Flying Monkey Buffet and Luncheon, suggesting the
Oliver,
buffet is made up of flying monkeys.
No, Oliver, we've done this 5 years in a row. We are all flying monkeys. We don't serve flying monkeys. It's an employee get-together luncheon buffet with some games. Yes.
So if I can piggyback on that, it is 4 flying monkeys.
No. Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes. No. Yeah. Yes. That's correct. Yes.
So we're not eating our brethren. No. Correct?
And if I can piggyback on his piggyback, when you say the witch wants to join the buffet, you're not saying that she wants to be a part of the food at the buffet, which may or may not include flying monkeys. Is that correct?
I thought I was saying this simple enough even a monkey could understand. No,
that is offensive.
Oh, wow.
No,
really, dude? Really?
No, it's not. Guys, you know that's not what I meant. Come on.
Hey, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I also have a very important question. Is that okay?
Yes, Hudson.
Great.
Yes,
it has
please.
nothing to do with all the other monkeys are talking about. Look.
Thank you, Hudson.
Yeah, no problem. All I wanted to know is the nature of the games that we're going to be playing. Are we still going to be playing the card game Slapjack? And if we are playing the card game Slapjack, how many knuckles can we hit? And are we eating other monkeys or not?
No. So your first question, we have all established that 4 knuckles is the max because last time we had Rudy and Joao get into a fight, and then we had to end the whole thing early.
Okay, I have a question.
But no eating of the witch. You want to be a part part of us.
I have a question. What if you got here
to make
early?
her part of us?
No, Ronnie, no. Yes, Miss Monkey. That sounds wrong. I'm fucking this up.
We don't all have the same last name, by the way.
What if you already ate a monkey by mistake because you got here early and there was only one other monkey here and you thought it was a buffet and so you ate the monkey without anybody knowing and now you feel real bad about it because you ate a monkey?
Was it Joao?
To piggyback on her question,
it was Joao.
It was Joao.
Is it all you can eat?
That's why Joao's not here because I ate him.
Is Joao all day eating? Is it all you can eat, or is it one time through the line?
As many times as you like, my man.
Because Monkey is not feeling. We all know that.
I've got a question. Me, who is just a member of the Monkeys and not the Wicked Witch. Because again, I am here to participate among you as though I am just a monkey. Can I ask a question?
Yes, Wicked Witch, you may ask a question.
When the menu said they would be serving flying monkeys, did they mean that I would get to eat the flying monkeys?
No.
Such a good question.
Excuse me, I have several questions. I'm a flying monkey, but my wing broke, so I can't fly anymore. Am I still allowed to eat this buffet?
Yes.
Also, good question. This is a good question, yes.
The person claiming to be a member of the band The Monkeys sounds like the Wicked Witch. Is that her?
Yeah, just to piggyback on that.
That's a good point.
What a wonderful
I know Peter Tork very well, and that is not how Peter Tork sounds.
Hey, before I got here, I ate members of the Partridge Family. Is that okay?
That's more than okay.
Definitely, yes.
Cool, thanks.
So you started a company called InstaMonkey that really failed at delivery services, and your go-to idea to reform the company to actually turn a profit was to start a once-yearly buffet?
Yeah.
For flying monkeys.
So I'm going to tell you, I have a really out-of-the-box marketing guy, and he really sold me on this one.
And you didn't change the name either.
No.
InstaMonkey.
Right.
And you invited only flying monkeys.
Right.
And you deceived them by
Yes.
placing a menu in front of them saying, Flying Monkey Buffet.
Right. Now, admittedly, we tried to diversify our revenues by we're also shooting a ripoff of Undercover Boss.
Okay.
It's called InstaMonkey.
I like that.
And it's where you see the witch go undercover as a flying monkey.
Oh, well, why didn't you
We couldn't afford a monkey costume. But what we could afford was bell-bottom pants and a guitar.
Well, I'm sorry I stopped you in the middle of your sizzle reel.
I know I've been zero help to you for the entire run of this company, but I just thought I'd pop my head in and see if I could be at some sort of help now.
I think we need your out-of-the-box thinking more than ever.
Okay, let me just look out this window and speak to myself. Monkey, 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 flying monkey, line, buffet, Instacart. I got nothing. I'm going to step back out. Good luck with this. Good luck with this.
Jet, I'm telling you, man, I'm glad you're getting out more. This is a hardcore band, Flying Monkey Buffet. They are the best. You're going to love them.
Okay, I trust you. All right, I know you've got great music taste, but you take me to all these crazy ass bands. I can't understand.
You like DJ Tin Man, right? You like DJ Tin Man?
I mean, I feel like DJ Tin Man just stood up there and just basically clicked play.
Wow, so you're saying he was stiff? You're saying, wow, okay. I thought
okay. If your words, not mine. But yeah, he
metal,
basically just stood there.
I thought that was
for
great.
a while. I wasn't even sure if he was alive. It was like the music kept playing, but I don't know.
Well, it wasn't like he was a scarecrow, just like scaring everybody away. Like people were into it.
Yeah, they were into it. But then the lion showed up and chased everyone away, and then and the thing was, everyone ran, and then the lion ran away from them, and I couldn't understand who was chasing who at a certain point.
Well, I think that you got a little bit lost in the poppy fields, my man. You know what I'm talking about?
You brought them.
Yeah, you're supposed to sync it to the right moment when the beat drops, and then everything just goes at the same time.
The lion roared only twice. You're supposed to start it on the third roar.
Yeah, and how do you... like that bass drop of a roar? I followed the whole way to it. I thought that shit was...
Hey guys, I don't mean to interrupt, but you guys are right in the middle of the mosh pit. Could you guys go somewhere else to talk or like join in?
We're having a talk. Okay.
Right, one of those is fine.
Fuck. Gen X is a very polite generation, okay?
Thank you for taking care of that, audience member. All right, back to the music. And I feel the
Classic death metal.
Yes. And on avoiding copyright infringement, I think that
wasn't Pearl Jam. That wasn't Pearl Jam.
Close enough.
It was Flying Monkey Buffet, back. Obviously. Their cover band.
That sounds like a Jack Black band name so much. Like Sonic Death Monkeys or whatever.
Yeah! There it is!
Oh, love it.
Like something's there.
Well, Michael Hyman as our co-host, which of course you are, as we reminded everyone halfway through the show. Why don't you bring it home?
Well, thank you as always to Matt Walker for intro and outro music. This was hosted and edited by Jet Kaufman, co-produced and edited by Christian Heffley, co-hosted by me, Michael Hyman, and features the talents of Chris Compton, Josh Spence, Sean Michael Boozer, Chris Sanders, Jen Burton, and our special guests, Will Reyes and Cozi Orlen. Every scene you heard today was improvised on the spot, along with some of the ads, with only a light touch of editing for your comfort and pleasure. If you're loving what we're doing, I know you are, please pause real quick, write a 5-star review before you close the app, tell a friend about us, and Cozi, well, anything you want to talk about? Tell anyone, somewhere, people follow you in the street, online.
I love these questions. I don't exist for the most part, but I do run 7,000 comedy shows. But I guess what I should instead plug is my podcast, You Need to See This, which is available at all fine retailers. It's me and a co-host, and we try and convince each other to watch films that we have never watched before, and also the audience.
Love it.
I'm unfamiliar with it. I've only ever seen the poster. Is it similar to Brett Goldstein's podcast, Films to Die With or Be Buried With?
I don't know. I think I remember hearing that one.
I don't know what it's about. I've just seen the advertisement for it, but I don't know what it's about.
So is this your way of trying to get him to listen to this podcast?
Yep.
Woo! I'll buy a fan, okay?
I'm going to upend this even further and just say Cozi's one of the best improv show runners in the city of Los Angeles. It's an absolute pleasure to have him on. And I'm looking forward to having him back on. He's the best.
It's impressive because he wins both on volume and quality, which is rare.
Yeah.
That's how you do it. You got to do both.
He just loses on speed because you can only pick 2.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, so sad. So true.
Yes.
Yeah, I do run Scene Kids Punk House Party, Crash This Party, and Dub Set, along with Blackout Drunk, which I don't do right now, and whatever the hell else I come up with.
It's always spectacular. So
thank you.
So happy to have you finally join us. We've played with you in various forms for many years, so it's nice to have you in our playground.
A true delight. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Well, I think that about wraps it up. Thank you all for joining me once again for a wonderful episode of Super Legit, and we will be with you again hopefully next week if all goes as well.
Hey, Duder.
Yes.
Can we start recording now?
Yo, bro, let's do it.
I'm going to piggyback on that question. Are we going to eat monkey when we do this?
I'm going to monkey back on that question. Can I lion back on that question?
And by the way, Monkey Back is one of the worst 90s songs that Jack's ever produced.
Yeah, Silverchair wrote that.
I don't believe anything's on. Oh, my time. I kicked the door on its hinges just so I could move on. Oh, oh,
Yeah, that's great.
I would say this is my hell, but I'm an atheist.
So it's just other people.
That means
the road to hell is paved with
time.
90s bands.
I'm with you. Yep, that's fine. The road to hell is heated by Candlebox. I'm with you.
Love it.
That was such a Cozi. That was such a good way to get me out of that scene with just doing Wizard of Oz references. I was like, okay, I'm running out of shit. I hope somebody gets me. Can you get out of the mosh pits?
Oh, that was so fun. I was like, I need to make some environment happen right now.
Yes, thank you. Yes.
I like that it was like you had finally gotten to the point where you understood Wizard of Oz puns.
I had someone. I was at a punk show the other day, and someone very politely asked me if they could start moshing with me, and it was so adorable. And I was like, I'm not really. No thanks. And it was great. It was so easy.
But was it a Canadian hardcore band?
It should have been. It should have been. I don't understand it.
It was like a propaganda.
Oh my god!
Instead of oi, they do a.
It'd be a delight.
Hey.
I feel like it says a lot about modern punks in the best way possible. I love it.
It's beautiful.